Alright, well I'll do actually a couple videos on the box plots. So we've got one way to do it. There's an online box plot maker that works pretty well, and I'll have a link to that with this video. Currently I have it, but I have the link, but you can't see it. So you'll be able to click on a link like this, open that up, and there is the box plot maker. And you see it just has places to put things in. It defaults to 3 different groups, but I can either add here, add a group, or delete a group. And so let's add that data. So I'll go here. Averages start with the controls. So if they weren't sorted by control, or well, not by control, by the additive, I would want to sort them. So I could easily come here, highlight those, do a copy. So I'll do a Control C for a copy. I'll come back here, I'll highlight this first bit there and do a paste with a Control V. I'll scroll back up and make sure that it looks like the right data. Yeah, it does. Now also notice I can change the y-axis title. Well, these are weights that we're putting in here, or maybe I'll just say weight. And now I need to go get the other two. So here's the thyroxine. Control C for copy. Go here, Control V for paste. Check it again. Yeah, it looks good. And then finally the last one, the thioracil, I guess. I think that's what it is. Could be wrong. Control C for copy. Control V for paste here. And then once I have them all in there, I can say draw. And if you scroll down a little bit, what you have are, for the groups, you actually get a data summary, which that part's nice, although you don't necessarily have to include it. And then you get the box plots. Now, so you'll need to include that in your report. Couple ways to do that once you have something on the screen that you like. One way I find is if I right click in my browser, it says take a screenshot. Okay, so I'll click take a screenshot. It says save full page or save visible. Well, I only want the stuff that's visible. And actually, I guess, yeah, I could even just click this. Now see, I could do these as 2 separate things. Boy, I don't know how. There, I could do that to get the summary. So suppose I just wanted this. I'll click on that and say copy. Now I've copied it. I go to my Word document where I've been writing stuff. I'm ready to enter that figure. And then I say paste. I could use Control V as well. Oh, well, that's funny. Okay, undo that. Well, let's try that again. That didn't. Let me try. I have done this and it worked. Let me take a screenshot. There we go. Take a screenshot. I'm just going to say save visible. So it did everything in there, and I'll say copy. It's been copied to clipboard. It says press Control. Oh, well, maybe that's it. Maybe I have to use Control V. That's what I did before because that's what I usually do, but I thought I'd try the mouse. Control V, there it is. We'll go back and try, so it makes the video a little longer, but we'll go back and try. Let's take this. So suppose you did it this way. Now I've got this picture highlighted here. Typically in any of your Word type documents, if you're clicked on the picture, you can find something like this that has cropped the image. And so I can grab things and I can pull this in and say I only want that much, because yes, you should do that. It's, oh, I guess I'm moving it right now. Here, there we go. And I can get the bottom part here, pull that up. Now, notice it says group 1, group 2, group 3. I don't know what the heck group 1, group 2, group 3 are. Now, I really do, but if I'm just reading this and you leave that as group 1, group 2, group 3, well, I don't know what you're talking about. So what you've got a couple options. The best is to probably come up here and just crop beyond those. You could experiment to see what works best, and I'll take this one, bring this down here, and I'm going to leave the data summary. Now, I don't know if this makes the greatest picture. It looks okay to me. Somebody else may not like it, but okay. So I've got that. Now remember, I said, well, how do I know it's here? You need to tell the reader what's there. Well, as long as I'm clicked in, I'm going to click outside to quit doing the crop image. I'm going to click on it again, and then I'm going to go up here to insert and insert a text box. And in my case, every program's different and so forth, but in my case, if I click here, well, I thought it did it. That's the funny thing. It's sometimes, let's see, insert, text box, click. I don't know. I'm not, okay, so I've done it before. I'm not sure why it's not. Oh, maybe I had to anchor that first. Oh, well, anchor. Give me a minute. Let me just try being outside of that and clicking. No? Okay, so insert, text box. Well, see yeah, it's not letting me. Okay, well, fine. It should work. I should be able to go back and figure out why it's not working, but who cares? It doesn't work. Fine, I can take care of that. I'll just go down here. There are various ways to try to solve things. Well, that's another good question. And as I've mentioned in these, I'm not the greatest with this sort of stuff. So now, what do I think I just did? Yeah, I think I did this so I could get the cursor over here, right? I'm just trying to problem solve, and so in that way, I am in no way an expert in using things like Microsoft Word. Now, you want a document pretty, I'll make it prettier than anything you're going to make, okay? But I'm not going to use Microsoft Word or this writer, okay? So yeah, I don't know how to do these. I can still get the job done, right? By experimenting, and this video shows it. So don't cut corners, do a nice job. So what am I going to do? Well, I need to tell it control. Okay, there's control. Now I'm going to space a little bit, and thyroxine. Is that how you spell it? Let's go back here. Oops, I don't see it there. T-H-Y-R-O-X-I-N. I'll have to do the data file. Okay, T-H-Y-R-O-X-I-N, thyroxine. And then the other thing, thioracil. Well, actually, I'm just going to click on that. I'm going to highlight it, copy it with a Control-C, try to go back here and try to paste it. There we go. Well, look at that. It did different font and everything. Well, you fix it, okay. Oh, wow, that's funny. So that's, I look up here at the font, it's Liberation Serif Actually, sans serif is better, but I'll just go with what I have here. So I'll highlight this and go up here and say, oh, I want Liberation sans serif. I want 12 point, which is what it was, and there, it looks the same. Okay, so there we go. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to center it. Okay, and then I'm going to click on this and center that. Okay, and then I'm going to go in here and start adding spaces. And there you go. Control, thyroxine, thioracil. I've got them labeled. Okay, so there I've added it. That's one way I use the browser, take a screenshot. Okay, now I'm going to do it another way. So I'm going to come down here, enter a few times so I can, click up here and enter it again. So another way to take a screenshot, okay, I could come over here and on most computers you can do something like a control print screen or an alt print screen or a shift print screen or something like that. On my computer I believe it's alt, so I'll hold the alt key down and hit the PRT space SC key, which is up at the top. And I do that and it says screenshot captured. You can paste the image from the clipboard. Oh, okay. So again, I'll go back to my Word document and I'll come here and I'll do a paste. Now I'll try it this way, paste, and there it is. And so I got the whole thing. Now I could go through the cropping and all of that. Now I'm going to delete that and just for the heck of it, look at doing this right click again, take a screenshot and take this window and click on it, say copy, and here it said use Control V to paste. I'm going to try Control V and see if that, yeah, and that worked. Okay, see, that gave me just the figure. And of course, now notice this is a much bigger figure. Well, maybe I don't want it that big, but maybe I want it smaller. Well, even with this one, I could make it bigger. Now, as you make it bigger, you might want to grab a corner to keep the aspect ratio the same. And now it messed up my typesetting. I'd have to fix that. But you see, I made it a little bigger, yet bigger yet, and I can kind of move this around and so forth. Okay, but that's how I can do I can do a box plot with this online box plot maker. Okay, so that's one way, and I'll stop the video there.